The oceans, a continuous mass of salty water that covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface. These are one of the main reserves of biodiversity in the world. They constitute more than 90% of the habitable space of the planet and contain 250,000 known species, and many more that have yet to be discovered, since more than two-thirds of the world's marine species have not been identified yet. One of the most impressive and big species that inhabit these ecosystems are sharks, aquatic vertebrates which breathe through gills and swim thanks to the fins they have. It is a very feared animal for its great porosity. As a general rule, it is about 8 meters large and has an arched mouth with several rows of sharp teeth. It is a type of animal located at the top of its food chain and performs the basic function of regulating the population of other species that are below it. More than 465 different species are known till today. Sharks are very adapted to their environment. Over time, they have developed organs that are susceptible to the slightest drop of blood or the slightest vibration or movement. Sharks have a really good sense of sight. All these characteristics, together with the fact that they have developed a brain superior to the rest of the fish, make them predators of the sea. Poor baby seal. For about 400 million years, sharks have been evolving. This has allowed them to adopt different shapes and sizes, creating new organs, developing their senses, and so on. Sharks can rip off life from their prey in a split of a second. As we just saw, the line between life and death was pretty short for that baby seal.
However, the population decline of these animals is very worrying due to the illegal finning that takes place in many regions of the world. Mainly the practice known as shark finning, which consists of capturing a large number of sharks, cutting their dorsal and lateral fins, and then throwing the rest of the animal into the sea. Being unable to swim, sharks sink to the bottom of the ocean where they slowly die from suffocation. Approximately between 73 and 100 million sharks die each year from shark finning. This accelerated decrease in shark is dangerous for the survival of these animals, since it has been shown that the high natural diversity and abundance of sharks is vulnerable even to mild fishing pressure. Sharks are also slowly growing animals. Their sexual maturation occurs after many years, and they have just a few offspring. The impact on the marine ecosystem is devastating. Sharks play a vital role in the ocean, indirectly conserving the habitats of reefs and algae. These being indicators of healing the oceans.
Let's see what else happens with this big problem.
The decline in large predatory sharks reduce natural mortality in a variety of prey, contributing to changes in the abundance, distribution, and behavior of small and less small branches, marine mammals, and sea turtles that few other predators have. Experts assure that the ecosystem imbalance is very serious because sharks regulate the populations of other species, and since there is no animal to control those species, others will grow excessively, which will generate what is known as a trophic waterfall, which is nothing more than the imbalance of an ecosystem and the serious effects on it. And the reason why they do this practice is nefarious. One of the markets that demands more shares fins a year is at the Asian market. And fishermen now their economic value, so now some have dedicated themselves to catch sharks indiscriminately to sell their fins whether on legal or black market. Prices for sharks' fins are excessively high, and the bodies are of little value for this reason. Fishermen tend to cut the fins that represent only 5% of the body weight of the animal while throwing the bodies into the sea, since they try to leave space in the holds of fishing boats to store species of greater economic value, such as a swordfish or tuna.
The illegal market arises as a consequence of the high price paid by the Asian continent. In Asia, the shark fin is an aphrodisiac dish that requested by wealthy people, since its value is estimated at 375,000 Colombian pesos.
The kilo of shark fin is sold for around 93,845 pesos, so there is a shortage of this product. The prices can increase exponentially, reaching a value greater than 400,000 pesos. In the same way, shark fin soup is considered a very popular delicacy in China. Surveys carried out in 2006 to a Chinese population revealed that 35% of the participants claimed to have consumed shark fin soup in the last year. A third of shark fin imports come from Europe, with Spain being the largest exporter by far, ranging from 4,000 to 5,000 metric tons per year. Norway contributes 39 metric tons per year. Recent studies confirm that shark fins and other shark products contain very high amounts of mercury, in many cases far exceeding the amounts allowed for human consumption. Some experts have tried to stop this practice, many without success, but in some regions such as the European Union they manages to ban shark finning. It is necessary to conserve this species, to make a call to the people who practice this illegal activity. Be aware of the damage that is being caused because perhaps later it will be too late.